Hello, welcome back to episode 2 of the Bearded Barsmith and Friends Sip and Sing. I'm super excited about today's episode. I actually didn't introduce it with that title before because I literally just thought it up on the drive over. But I like it, so I think I'm going to continue using it. For today, my amazing guest of honor is Adryon De Leon. We've done a lot of work together. She's an amazing songstress in a lot of different styles, from jazz to pop to funk, and I'm super excited to make a drink and to sing a song with her today. So one thing that people that don't know Adryon, aka a lot of you, may not know is that she loves Baby Yoda from the Mandalorian series on Disney+. So today what we are going to do is we're actually going to do the Baby Yoda drink. I believe it's a margarita based that they actually do at the Trader Sam's bar at Disneyland, but today we're going to base it off of a Midori sour. So welcome again, and let's get to it.
So let's get started. So the original Baby Yoda drink at Trader Sam's was based off of a margarita, but today we're actually going to base ours off of a modified Midori sour. Now I say modified because the original Midori sour, which essentially is just Midori and lime juice, is still a little too sweet for me, so I wanted to add an extra element of spirit in with it as well to give it an extra flavor and cut down on that sweetness. So I'm actually going to use some of this Hendrick's gin to do that. So with the Baby Yoda drink, much less is the importance of the actual drink itself, and much more important is the presentation of the drink. What I like to do is I like to do all of the actual presentational elements of the drink before I actually make the drink itself. And the first part of it that you need to focus on is the glasses that you use. So I like to use these coupe glasses just because of the shape. You could also use a martini glass, but I found that that more triangular shape just looks kind of weird, and I just like the rounded look of these coupe glasses. The other thing that I like to do is I like to use these nut milk bags for his kind of robe thing. So I understand that this is a little bit fancy, and not everybody is going to have nut milk bags, but you could always just use a brown bar napkin as well, and it would accomplish pretty much the same thing. Just going to get these tied up here. And there you have it. Now, the next part of our presentation is the garnishes. And the garnishes are going to take form of the eyes and the ears of our Baby Yoda character. So we're going to start with the eyes. Now, for the eyes, I like to use these luxardo cherries. So we'll go ahead and get some of those out here. Now, it's important to stress that you really want to try and get as much of the syrup off of the cherry when you spoon it out as you can. I've noticed in the past that if the cherries still have a lot of syrup on, once you put the garnish on top of the drink, some of that syrup can run into the drink, and then it just looks like Baby Yoda is crying. And let's be honest, nobody wants Baby Yoda crying. So then we've got these bamboo skewers here, and we're gonna put the cherries on these guys. You can kind of space them a little bit apart, and then you can put them on top of the glass just to see if the placement is good. That looks good. We'll do it with the other one here. Again, place it. That looks good. All right. Moving on to the ears. For the ears, we're going to be using lime wedges. If you want, you could also use just like a lime half wheel. We'll use the better side of this lime here. So now for the ears, if you've seen Baby Yoda, you know that the inside of his ears are kind of this reddish brown tint. So what I like to do is I like to take some Angostura bitters and put them in a little spritzer bottle, which I actually have anyway for other drinks, and then just spritz the side of them, and they give a nice little brownish color inside. And then just take a knife, cut it in half down the flesh, but not through the skin, and then that will help it sit on top of the glass. So these we can actually put on the glasses right now. And once we're done with this, I'll move the camera down more front facing so you can actually see what this looks like other than looking at it from above. So our drink is technically set up now. We're going to be doing the eyes a little bit later. So let's go ahead and make the actual drink now. So we're going to be starting out with our Hendrick's gin. If you remember, we said we're going to do a slightly modified Midori sour, and we're going to be adding in an ounce of gin. So we're actually going to be doubling up this recipe and making 2 of them, as you can see. So we're going to be doing 2 ounces of our gin there. And then we're going to be doing 2 ounces of the Midori. And again, since we're doing 2, we'll be doing 4 ounces into this. Now we got to get our citrus in there. I didn't actually bring enough limes, so I'm going to be adding some lemon juice into this as well to round everything out. And since I forgot my citrus squeezer, I'm going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. And there we go. So that's 1 ounce of lime juice / citrus. So since we're doubling it up, doing 2 ounces into this pour. And then lastly, since it's a sour drink, normally this doesn't go into a Midori sour, but since it's a sour drink, I like to put an egg white in. It doesn't really compromise the look of the drink, but it just adds a lot of extra body to the flavor of the drink itself, and in my opinion, makes it a lot better. Now that we have all of our ingredients into the cup, we just need to go get some ice. All right, so we've got our ice. We'll go ahead and pour the drink in here.
Give it about a 12-second shake.
So then, because we did fresh lemon instead of just bottled lemon juice, we're actually going to double strain so we can get some of those lemon pieces and seeds out of there. And if you do it quickly, the egg foam is still going to be pretty well mixed into the drink, and the foam won't really have settled on top yet, so you can get an even dispersion of the egg white into both drinks. And now this is the part of the video where my friend's dog comes and pays us a visit. Everybody, this is Rue. Say hi. All right, now we're going to put the eyes on the drinks, like so.
And there you have the Yodori sour. So, let's get to some music, shall we? Well, here we are. So, in keeping with the theme of our Baby Yoda drinks, I thought that we would do a couple of songs made famous by another green friend of ours known as Kermit the Frog.
It's not easy being green, having to spend each day the color of leaves, when I think it could be nicer being red or yellow or gold or something much more colorful like that.
It's not that easy being green.
Tell him, Jeff.
It seems you blend in with so many other ordinary things, and people tend to pass you over. You 'cause you're not standing out like flashy sparkles in the water or stars in the sky.
But green's the color of spring, and green can be cool and friendly like, and green can be big like the ocean, or important like a mountain, or tall like a tree. When green is all there is to be, it can make you wonder why, but why wonder? Why wonder? I am green and it'll do fine. It's beautiful, and I think that's what I want to be.
Why aren't there so many songs about rainbows? And what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions. And rainbows have nothing to hide.
So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know the wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that was
the tape.
That was the tape.
See? When you do it for fun?
Boom.
Boom! When you do it for fun! I hope you do outtakes on this, because there's so many.
There's so many.
We're like,
Awesome.
yes. You can come in now. Ish.